Something fundamental has shifted in America, and many people are feeling the squeeze more than ever before. The cost of simply living has accelerated beyond what most families can comfortably manage, transforming everyday life into a constant financial struggle. We're seeing an increasing number of individuals and families wondering why they can no longer afford the basic necessities, let alone a comfortable existence. This isn't just about individual spending habits, it's a systemic challenge impacting millions across the nation. Housing affordability, for instance, has reached crisis levels across the country. Rent prices continue to skyrocket in major cities and even smaller towns, making it incredibly difficult for people to save money. The dream of homeownership feels more distant than ever for many, as escalating mortgage rates and property values put homes out of reach. Families often find themselves dedicating an unsustainable portion of their income just to keep a roof over their heads. Healthcare costs represent another monumental barrier to financial stability for countless Americans. Even with insurance, deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses can quickly lead to overwhelming medical debt after a single illness or accident. Prescription drug prices remain exorbitant, forcing tough choices between health and other essential needs. The fear of unexpected medical bills often prevents people from seeking necessary care, compounding health and financial problems. The pursuit of higher education, once a clear path to upward mobility, now often saddles graduates with crippling student loan debt. Tuition fees have risen dramatically over decades, far outpacing inflation and wage growth. Many young professionals begin their careers with a financial burden that delays major life milestones like buying a home or starting a family. This long-term debt cycle impacts their economic future for decades. Everyday inflation is relentlessly eroding the purchasing power of the average household. Groceries cost significantly more, making weekly trips to the supermarket a source of anxiety for many. Gas prices fluctuate unpredictably, adding stress to commutes and essential travel. Basic utilities, from electricity to water, also continue their upward trajectory, leaving less disposable income for everything else. While the cost of living surges, wages for many American workers have largely stagnated over the past few decades. Productivity has increased significantly, yet the benefits often don't trickle down to the employees who generate them. This growing disconnect means that even full-time employment might not be enough to escape financial precarity. People are working harder, but somehow falling further behind. The cumulative effect of these rising costs on basic necessities creates a profound sense of financial strain. Everything from childcare to transportation now demands a larger slice of the family budget. Finding affordable options for quality food, education, or even leisure activities has become a constant challenge. This relentless pressure leaves little room for savings or unexpected expenses, pushing many to the brink. These combined pressures often force individuals and families into a spiraling cycle of debt. Relying on credit cards to bridge the gap between income and expenses becomes a necessity for some. High interest rates on these debts quickly compound, making it incredibly difficult to pay off the principal. This continuous struggle with debt only further entrenches people in financial instability. Beyond basic needs, societal expectations and consumer culture add another layer of financial pressure. The desire to provide a good life for one's family, or simply to keep up with peers, can lead to increased spending. Marketing and social media constantly reinforce the idea of needing more, making it harder to live simply. This constant push contributes to financial anxiety and a feeling of inadequacy. The evolving job market also plays a significant role, with automation and the rise of the gig economy changing traditional employment. Many secure, well-paying jobs have been replaced or outsourced, leading to less stability for workers. The gig economy, while offering flexibility, often comes without benefits, consistent pay, or a clear career path. This shift makes long-term financial planning much more challenging. Economic policies and their long-term effects contribute significantly to the current affordability crisis. Decisions made at the highest levels regarding taxation, corporate regulations, and wealth distribution have real impacts on everyday citizens. Policies that favor corporate profits over worker protections can exacerbate wage stagnation and wealth inequality. Understanding these broader forces is crucial to addressing the problem. The constant struggle to make ends meet takes a severe toll on mental health. Financial stress is a leading cause of anxiety, depression, and strain on relationships. The burden of debt and the fear of an uncertain future can create overwhelming psychological pressure. This invisible cost of unaffordability impacts individuals and communities profoundly, affecting overall well-being. Younger generations, in particular, face a unique and daunting set of economic challenges compared to their predecessors. They are often burdened with more student debt, higher housing costs, and a more competitive job market. The traditional markers of adulthood, like home ownership or stable employment, are increasingly delayed or even out of reach. This creates a stark generational divide in economic prospects. The classic American dream, once a beacon of hope and opportunity, now feels increasingly out of reach for many. The idea of working hard, owning a home, and securing a comfortable retirement has become a distant fantasy. This erosion of a foundational promise leads to disillusionment and a pervasive sense that the system is rigged against the average person. The very fabric of societal aspiration is under strain. The inability of Americans to afford life anymore is a complex, multifaceted issue stemming from rising costs, stagnant wages, and systemic economic shifts. It's a crisis that affects every aspect of daily existence, from housing and healthcare to mental well-being. A deeper understanding of these interconnected problems is the first step towards finding meaningful solutions and restoring economic stability for all.